Good morning. For Traders Exclusive, this is George Tkaczuk with RCM Wealth Advisors reporting to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. What I'd like to do is talk about the equity markets, and the equity markets are continued their uptrend. They're bounced from the Christmas Eve lows. Now a little bit of drama this morning when Caterpillar missed in their earnings and NVIDIA guided down. Dow's down about 300 points, about 80 points in the NASDAQ. So things are down, but that's what I say, just a little bit of drama. As long as the S&P is holding at 2,600 level, we're good to go, and as long as NASDAQ is holding 7,000, we're probably pretty good. I would expect it would continue to rally higher. We might meet a little resistance on the S&P right at about 2730, and on NASDAQ maybe about 7,500. But the most important thing is to keep in mind what's going on in this market now. It's all about software, software, and software. And what I'm referring to is we basically have, as an industry group, stocks in the software enterprise space, stocks in the software database, and stocks in security software are continuing to do really well. If you look at the charts of these stocks, you'd never know there was a correction going on in the market. And so these are the stocks you want to be paying attention to. Now, these are not buy recommendations. You should always consult your financial advisor if any of these stocks are for you. But for instance, in the enterprise space, you have stocks like Twilio, symbol TWLO. It's holding above its 100 price level, and that's an important place. You have stocks like Workday, WDAY, broke out last week, it's holding up there. Coupa Software, symbol COUP, or 5N, symbol FIVN. Salesforce is the big institutional health stock in this space. That symbol is CRM. And a newcomer to this space is Anaplan, symbol PLAN. So again, these aren't buy recommendations. These are just names you should take a look at because they're holding up extremely well. They're hitting new highs while this market is still coming off its lows. Now in the database space, you have stocks like Splunk, symbol SPLK, or Tableau Software, symbol DATA, Alteryx, symbol AYX, and MongoDB, symbol MDB. These are the big leaders in the database space. And of course, you're going to need some security, software securities for these stocks as everyone moves to the cloud. And you have stocks like CyberArk, that symbol is CYBR, or Okta, symbol OKTA, VeriSign, VRSN, or Zscaler, ZS, and a big institutional held one like Palo Alto Networks, which is symbol PANW. Again, these aren't buy recommendations, but these are the type of industry groups you want to keep your eye on because these stocks are hitting new highs while the NASDAQ and the S&P and the Dow is still coming off its lows. And this is where strength, we always talk about the relative strength. You want to keep an eye on these stocks. You can look up the story as you want, but most important is the price and the volume that's going on in these stocks. And also, even though the markets may gyrate, you want to keep your eye on these stocks. Now, one notable outside of this group is in chip stocks is Xilinx, that symbol SLNX, broke out hugely on Thursday, continues to hold that level last Friday and this morning. So that's another leading stock you might want to take a look at. Now, for full disclosure, I do own a lot of these names, and will own them as long as they continue to do well. So, in summary, it's software, software, and software. It's in the enterprise space, the databases, and security. So, but as always, that price and volume be your guide. This is George Tkaczuk for RCM Wealth Advisors reporting to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. And have a great trading week.